Rock Shake as one reason why Nigeria is afraid of letting Nnamdi Kanu go is exposed in court today. Yes, one very good reason why Nigerian government is afraid of letting Nnamdi Kanu go um, it has finally surfaced itself in the cross-examination of today, the second cross-examination. Well, it was made open today, being May 28th by the council to the federal government of Nigeria, with the Nigerian government, the Federal High Court in Abuja, saying that the intention as lawyers, security operative, diplomats observes today's hearing gather once again for what is known as a global case, not just a Nigerian case. But what made today different? Three major things: explosive revelation from Kanu legal team, suspicious silence from the federal prosecutor, global observers finally raising their voices. One, the defense come with fire. Lawyer didn't hold back. They argued that the Nigerian government's valid reason to continue detaining their client. In fact, they pointed to ECHO ruling, international human rights lawyers, even Nigerian own constitution as evidence. Continued detention is illegal. They said it clearly. This government is violating its own law just to keep one woman behind bars because of political fear. The courtroom was silent. The judge listened carefully, but it was obvious something had changed. The defense was no longer just pleading for justice. They were accusing the government in illegal language. Federal government has no clear reply. Now, here is where things got even more interesting. The federal lawyers representing the government seems unprepared. Why they gave their usual statement about national security, ongoing investigation. They couldn't answer the key questions. What law has they actually broken that justify this long detention? When pressed by the defense, the prosecution began to dodge. They couldn't provide solid evidence. They couldn't explain the delay, and they certainly couldn't respond to the echoes, ruling that declared Canaan arrest and detention unlawful. Whisper across the courtroom: is this trial real or just or cover up? Move beyond the courtroom for a second, because outside something the Nigerian government could not even be able to defend. Attention is now fully on this case. Reports began circulating across BBC Africa and just Al Jazeera, Human Rights Watch, and even Amnesty International, all raising the same question: why is the Nigerian government still detaining Nnamdi Kanu when they clearly have no evidence? Well, diplomats in court for the first time in months. Foreign diplomats spotted inside the courtroom, not just sitting and watching, but taking notes, quietly observing every word, every motion, every delay, according to report. Representatives from the UK, the US, and the EU were all present. Why? Because Nnamdi Kanu is not just a Nigerian prisoner anymore. He is a citizen, and his human rights concerns are now global abused. If Nigerian government keep pushing this illegal detention, he may face diplomatic consequences soon. And that, my friend, is where the game is changing. My dear listeners, this is a reality that has just been revealed, that the federal government are making a grievous mistakes, and a very crazy one at that. The IPOP leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has given them every evidence to prove that he has not, incited any violence. And okay, if they are saying that he incited violence, the evidence to cover up or to prove this cannot be seen. Right? Now, massive rallies across the East, the calls for Biafran freedom has covered everywhere, as the federal government cannot be able to even stop it. It has everything to do with power. 2. Fear of international embarrassment, releasing human, claiming it was a threat to national unity will be a political backtrack. Well, the Nigerian government has nothing to say about this abuse as they keep, hitting on terrorism charges. A charges which it has been proved that the IPOP leader is innocent. International communities, countries and observers has also proved his innocence. So what is the federal government trying to say about this? Anyway, opinion voice has also, crept in, as everything about Nnamdi Kanu is now gradually popping out, as evidences that he is innocent is now being thrown out for the world to see. Since the federal government cannot be able to provide any evidence, now Nnamdi Kanu's supporters are providing evidence. His councils are providing evidence, and everyone is now providing evidence to prove his innocence. So, dear listeners, you cannot see that the federal government have nothing to present, as this second cross-examination has proved the innocence of the IPOP leader, and that is why Omotosho shouldn't even, delay his freedom any longer. Let me quickly, as a matter of fact, let me hear from you on this, and then let's know what your take, what's your opinion, and what's your advice on what has just been reviewed right away. Maybe it is a pleasure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to this very video. Thank you. This is The Lord TV.